Hey.
And if it got any more hairless, we'd look like a bunch of Sphinx cats.
But at least we've got some hair, in our old age. At least I shaved my head the other night. It's lovely. You can see the shine. Look at that.
That's all right. See? Got this hat on.
Aye.
Mine's been coming off with friction lately.
I've noticed that. That's why I wear a hat all the time now. The old sun can get you sun.
I wasn't talking about my head, but all right.
Well, for fuck's sake. You've been told about that. You're overstretching it. You came what happened the last time.
Just a couple minor burn marks, but
don't worry. You get special creams for that nowadays. I forgot to share this out my page. I've just shared it out my page. Hopefully everybody will come across. I don't know if you've noticed, Dakota, but Facebook's acting really weird now. You can't stream to Facebook anymore through this melon. It's just not letting you.
And
I don't know what's going on. It's
use your StreamYard account if you're still bothered by it, man.
I know, but it's really annoying. It's I kind of spent a whole week trying to figure out what that was, and I just couldn't figure out what it was.
Yeah, we usually stream to Facebook at the same time when we do our streams on YouTube.
But seemingly they've changed the. I've had a few folk that have had the same problem. Facebook have done something. They've changed their settings.
Well, that's been a while. Actually,
yeah.
We haven't did a stream since April 8th, and Chris was on with us on April 8th.
That's right. The what do you call it? The solar eclipse, where you quote that anonymously.
Yeah.
See that I can't
pronounce that.
Awesome.
That was weird.
That still blows my mind. I can't debunk that at all. It's not lens flare. It's not glare. It's not. I don't know what it is. I have no idea.
I saw that.
What happens if it's something else? What happens if it's again? This is going to sound mad, but what happens if it's everybody keeps going on about this fake sun that they're building, right?
Yeah.
Is it the Chinese that have built this, right? What happens if what we actually seen that day was that coming online? Think about it.
Well,
they brought it across the sun, then turned it on.
It was a simulation of our reality.
Aye, it's weird because I see that. You ever believe in the Mandela effect? Yeah. You ever heard about the Mandela effect? I see there's some more things now. It's just weird because again, this has got to sound terrible. The YMCA. How many's in the band at the YMCA? There's a motorbike going past my house. But anyway,
is there 5?
Sorry,
or 6?
5. No, there was only Dakota. How many was in the band? You're a music fanatic. How many was in the YMCA?
Construction, a sailor.
What'd you say? Did you get the Indian?
Indian, construction, sailor.
Cowboy.
Policeman, Indian, sailor, construction.
Yep. But now there's another one. Where did he come from?
That's why I said
5 village people. There's the soldier. Where did the soldier come from?
It's always in the soldier.
No, in my reality there wasn't a soldier. In my reality there was the Indian.
Oh, we could go on and on about the BS that you call your reality.
I do need to.
That's very true.
To do a disclaimer that I'm not a Village People fan, though.
Neither am I. Dakota's into that when he's got his friction burns, His friction burns, So how have you guys been? What he's been up to since he's been doing any spooky investigations or anything like that? He's been doing anything interesting, exciting?
Well, go ahead. Joey's been.
We've just kind of been on a little hiatus while I went through a little medical issue.
He's been on a leave.
So we did do our little sneak thing on the eclipse in April. And
we got some fun stuff coming up too.
Yeah, we're ready to get back into it. So I'm feeling much better. Getting stronger every day.
No, that's good.
Yeah, that's important that you get. I like your wee clips that you put on TikTok now again with the wee alien that you've got. You get quite a lot of views for that. The wee green alien guy that you do on TikTok now and again.
I missed that.
You're breaking up awfully bad for me. You can how you've got the little alien
Oh
guy
yeah,
that you
we've been
use.
posting that little
Oh,
dude.
the alien,
Yeah,
Enoch.
Yeah.
Enoch.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. It's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's see. Will my Enoch voice work?
Yeah. Enoch, we got some more fun to do with him.
Oh yeah, is this my Enoch voice, right? That works?
Yep.
That's
It's
brilliant.
fucking great.
That's brilliant.
So Joey, tell them what we have coming up.
Come
Ah,
on.
so
Let's
on.
do it all.
Is that the 5th of August or
5th,
4th?
Yes.
Yeah, because it's a new moon. So it's the next new moon. We're going to Goatman's Bridge, and hopefully be able to do a live.
We're gonna try to do live
there.
investigation at Goatman.
Yeah,
That will be interesting. I mean, obviously, I've seen it with the old Ghost Adventures, but we kind of know about the Ghost Adventures people, you know. But that's an interesting location. Where else are you going? What other locations are you thinking about? Any secret you don't want to talk about
Yeah,
yet?
Screamer's Bridge, which we haven't gone yet. I went there when I was a young kid, and I had a horrible experience. But we're going to go back to Screamer's Bridge, and we've got a couple of new cemeteries. And Joey and I meet up for lunch in Farmersville, halfway between us. And we met up there last week, and we met the owner of the restaurant, and she has another restaurant that is completely haunted. And we're talking about going and maybe investigating her restaurant. And she told us, or another lady there told us about some graveyards that are very, very look promising.
yeah. One's supposedly has a couple witches that are buried.
Yeah,
there.
witches.
Oh, you want to stay away from them.
No, we'll be fine. So cemeteries, these haunted buildings, and Goatman Bridge and Screamer's Bridge. So we're looking forward to those.
Wow, I've got a thing for old cemeteries. I've got a terrible. I love going to old cemeteries and looking at the old gravestones. One down the road from me for the 13th century. I mean, it's not got any writing on it. It's just got a skull and crossbone on it.
Wow,
I
yeah.
mean,
Ours are
yeah.
only 100 years old. Or
Yeah, his
I would
go
love
back.
to go to like the 17, 15, 16,
Yeah.
14. I'd love to see some of those
Yeah.
old graveyards.
Oh,
But
yeah.
1850, 1811 is, I think, 1808 is the earliest one we have.
The oldest one that I've seen was up the north of Scotland near Oban, and it actually had Templars buried in it, and there was big stones. I mean, stones the size of my head, taller than me, and they actually carved the soldier standing with his sword, and that's where his grave. That's where the Templars' graves were.
Wow.
Buried there, yeah. And that was the oldest. I think that that was one of the oldest graveyards, because next day I had mounds. That the what do you call it, the Vikings and all that when they came here, because people don't realize that Scotland was Vikings did come to Scotland and stuff like that. And it's really interesting. Actually, it really is interesting, you know. But there's so many interesting things out there. What's happening with you guys with the UFOs? I mean, what's your opinion with what's happening this weather with the UFO field?
It's so watered down now. It's like it's not exciting anymore because it's everywhere. I have an app on my phone that reports.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up.
Oh, go ahead.
I've got that.
But no, you go ahead. That's been my my entertainment for UFOs lately, is seeing what people post.
Yeah, watching the area. Just in the 20-mile radius here, there's hundreds of reportings every day. Every day.
Yeah.
And there's pictures and there's testimonies, and it's so common now. it's not even a big deal anymore. I mean,
I know.
I see these things on Facebook and Twitter and TikTok, and there's I mean, everybody has a phone, so we're capturing so many things out there. And yeah, I understand that there's a lot of fake stuff out there, but there's some really true, authentic stuff going on every day, and people are just used to it. It's not exciting anymore, like to the public, like it used to be.
I'm gonna bring that up. So
This is it right here.
it's called Enigma. And so
Yep,
this
I've
is
got
where,
that on my
see
phone.
where where it's flashing is, well, the blue dot is where I'm at. You can see that. And so all those dots around me, or the black ones, are where people have reported sightings. And then if you click on one, let's see, this one's new. Well, they didn't post a video.
Being here in the city, that close to the city where I'm at, there's not a whole lot you can see. The skies are so bright. Dallas lights up the sky like crazy.
Oh yeah.
I can't even see
That's
stars.
the problem.
Yeah,
I live
That's
out
the
in country,
problem
so
nowadays.
he's
That
out
I've
in
got.
Greenville, so he has
Yeah.
a
yeah,
much
I see
better
the sky's
opportunity.
pretty dark.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. It's just like it's not. I mean, I remember when I used to investigate. You know, people would see UFOs, and I would interview them.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it was a light. It was this color. It moved this way, and then it disappeared. I mean, they're all the same, and there's no big interest in them anymore.
I've noticed that.
Mhm.
I've noticed that. I was talking to somebody the other day that I live next to a wind farm, one of the biggest in Scotland, and that's kind of ruined it for me. When I used to go out in my back garden, I could see the hills and Loch Lomond mountains in the distance. Now it looks like a scene out of Blade Runner. Well, the red flashing lights, because the Glasgow airport's only like 25 miles away. Obviously, when they're coming in, they have to watch for the big turbines, and it's like a scene out of Blade Runner. That's what it's like. It's just all these flashing red lights. But I know people that work at the windmills, and they have told me they've seen some weird things at night. They've seen some like weird looking things, like 3 dots, like a triangle, just floating through the sky.
Yeah,
That's a classic
Mhm.
one. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's seen a
And-
lot here.
yeah. And it's quite interesting because especially here, it's not like a no-fly zone within a certain height because of the new turbines. It's these new international. They're huge. I've never seen them ones this big, and it's got like a no-fly zone within a certain height. And I've had a few of the workers telling me, they've seen like these things, and they're like jet black with like 3 white dot lights at the bottom, and they just move so slow.
Mhm.
And then when you look back, you look again, they're gone. They're just gone. They don't know where it went.
It's possible it could be ours. I wouldn't count that.
As probably, yeah.
Reverse.
Yeah, they are rolling out the TR3B models a lot more lately, I've noticed.
Yeah, the reverse technology is so advanced that we're not even prepared for it.
Oh
Yeah. At least they don't think we are.
No, all
I
of
think
the.
we'd be fine.
If you talk to Dave Childress and Sukalos and
Mhm.
all those guys, all those top UFO guys, I mean, they know about it. I mean, Skunkworks has a lot to do with it. Blackwater,
Oh yeah.
Blackwater. The people at the top know a lot about it, but it's just, I think people are just afraid to hear the truth.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to say this now. There is something weird going on with the weather right now. I don't know if you have noticed this. Have you noticed the weird weather that we've been having? Obviously, I'm not going to name what it's called and all that in case we get damaged or whatever, but it's weird. The UK has, I know it rains here all the time, Dakota, before you say anything, right? Scotland, right? But it's just weird. We've not had a summer this year. It's been warm, but always cloudy, constantly cloudy. And I have noticed that I've got a lot of farmer friends, and they've been telling me their crops are failing. All their crops are failing, totally failing.
Is
That's
it
no
drought or is it
No, it's not
rain's
drought, because
contaminated?
it's like there's something in the rain, because one of them was telling me that they were planting turnips. They were planting turnips to feed the sheep. That's what they do. They plant fields and fields of turnips, and then they feed it to the sheep. And they were telling me that the leaves after the rain the leaves were covered in it. It looked like somebody had sprinkled talcum powder
Yeah,
all
I don't
over the
know.
leaves.
Yeah.
And
I used to be
it was
against
a weird.
chemtrail theory,
Yeah,
conspiracy.
the
But
Yeah.
I don't know now. I was a flight attendant for all, I was on an airplane all my adult life, and I was like, no, it's condensation, and I've seen them. I've sit out the window and watched our airplane do trails, but I've seen some stuff that makes me wonder, and I'm not so sure that they're not manipulating the weather, putting something in the atmosphere. I'm a little more open to that now.
Yeah. Is it HARP?
Yeah.
That's the big
HARP.
Yeah.
big
CERN.
thing.
I think CERN may have something to do with it as well, but I mean, these things are flying through hurricanes, and they're saying they can release these little pellets, or they've got this new technology now where they can fly through a hurricane and release something that destroys the hurricane.
Yeah, it disrupts the flow of the storm.
Yeah. So I know they can manipulate weather, and they might be doing it. But so all right. So everyone's saying global warming. I'm not into that conspiracy. I'm not into that thing at all. All right. If you go back and look at the first picture of the Statue of Liberty, and you look at the ocean, the water level, and you look at a picture of it today, there's not an inch difference.
I know.
Our oceans are not rising and falling like everyone says they are. Obama built his house right on the beach. So did Biden. I mean, they're right in the oceanfront property. These people are not worried about the levels rising and falling. It's a scam. But I do believe that they are somehow manipulating the weather to where it may be getting warmer.
Yes.
I don't necessarily even believe that. I just believe it's a natural process because of the warble of the earth and the poles do, shift downward over that 10 or 12,800 year cycle.
2,600.
Yeah. And so
the wobble,
we're just getting into that warmer period. So
it's the perception. 26,000 year perception.
I know
Yeah,
that the compasses, I know that is it true north is actually moving. True north is actually moving. It's somewhere in Siberia right now, is it not?
All the time.
And it's moving, was it?
Oh, yeah.
It's moving quite, So, because I've got a friend that just lives down the road from me, and he flies, what is it, the planes that he flies again? Oh, it's the prop engine planes. They're passenger planes, but the prop engine ones, they use them to fly at the islands in Scotland. And he was telling me about it. He says, about how their compasses are sometimes a wee bit off, but that's got to be allowed because
it's true north and magnetic north is not the same. But that's always happened. If they go back, they've like the Egyptians and some of the old constellations and stuff like that, the stars, they've gone back and looked at, like, for example, the Mayans. They're finding ruins of the Mayan things, and they're using constellations to find the thing, but they've been off because they haven't been going on true north. They've been going off of magnetic north, and the maps are off. I don't know if you get that.
Yeah, the difference between magnetic and true.
Because years and years and years and years and years ago, north was what north is now, and the way they built these temples and monuments to line up with the sun and with all that stuff is changing. But if you go back in history and line it up with what was north then, it's completely different from what's north now.
Yeah. I always find it amazing how they managed to do that, especially with the pyramids. How they did that, how they go to line up the stars. I mean, I definitely think long ago there was something, there must have been some technology that they had. That was left over. I do think there was something that happened. I do think there was an advanced civilization on Earth at one point. Obviously with Dinky and all that came along, and they turned the humans into like more intelligent and stuff like that. And then the other like Inca came up, what do you call them? The other Anunnaki came along and says, "Oh, you shouldn't have been doing that," kind of thing, and then left the planet. Then I think that they became really intelligent, and then something happened. I definitely think something happened that wiped most of them out, and that's where all the technologies disappeared.
Yeah.
I mean, you
And
imagine what those
it doesn't
pyramids
come
used
back
to
until
look
the
like.
Sumerians.
Yeah.
And if you look into
Yeah.
Sumerian history, dude, that's all you need to know.
Yeah.
The
I do.
Anunnaki, it's right there. It's plain on those little, like chloroform or those tablets and those little things. It's first recorded history, and that's where the truth is. But it's very controversial.
It's. I bet you somewhere in the world there's still technology hidden, buried, that we've not found yet. Oh yeah. I do think Antarctica. There's something in Antarctica right now. I think there's something happening there.
Yes.
Something's been found.
Yeah, there's a reason so many countries want claim to that area.
It's got a lot of resources, but it has got something else.
There's something very strange, significant, eerie, paranormal going on in Antarctica.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait to find out. I'm waiting for the reveal.
We're going to take a bonkers trip there.
Yeah.
We're going to see the ice wall. The flat earthers goes on about. We could go to the ice wall and see the giant ice wall. We could climb up it. You know.
You have to take into consideration when it comes to Antarctica. What is it down there that is scaring the people so bad that managed to get to it that they will not speak when they get out?
Or they're
that shocked by whatever they saw down there.
Or
they will not speak about it.
They're either shocked and can't talk about it, or they're silent and won't talk about it.
It's a hell of an NDA they had to sign.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, it's something. I think it sounds like there's an inner Earth.
Mm-hmm.
It really does.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole.
If you think about it, I mean, from like when the Great Flood hit, or Younger Dryas, or whatever, some people had to go somewhere.
Or below ground.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's hundreds and hundreds of miles of tunnels over in.
They've got a lot of time invested in it. They're not interested
Ethiopia
in
or something like that. There's like 150,000 people could live in these tunnels below ground.
Yeah.
That's absurd.
But it's who was it? Was it Admiral Byrd? Was it Admiral Byrd that taken the fleet down, the ships and the planes, and was totally demolished? But they said it was an advanced civilization. Well, so to say it was an advanced civilization that wiped them out, basically.
There
so
was
it makes you wonder.
I'm sorry.
When you go back? No, when you go.
No, I don't. Is that the same pilot that actually flew into a?
Yeah, Admiral Byrd.
Yeah,
said he found the entrance into inner Earth through one of the Arctic regions, and he actually led a few expeditions. Yeah,
he went through a no-fly zone and unauthorized flyover of a hole in the ground, a huge hole.
I definitely think the Nazis found something there. I definitely think the Nazis did. Yeah.
They spent millions and millions of dollars going to Antarctica.
Yeah.
Before anybody did.
It makes you wonder what really happened with Hitler and stuff like that, because it makes you wonder if there was. I mean, I wonder if there's I wonder if there's any German artifacts. Well, no German, Nazi artifacts down there still to this day, because we know that the ice is like it just regrows back again. So there could be things. I mean, look at look at the ship that was just found. Was it in the Arctic? No, the Arctic, the North Pole. What was his name? The guy that sailed to try to sail across, but he got stuck in his ice and the ship sunk. But they found the ship. What was the name of it? Oh, was it the Endeavour? Was the ship called the Endeavour? And they've just found it.
Oh, they did?
Wow.
Yeah, they found the ship under the water, and because it's so cold, the ship is perfect. There's
Wow.
no like, there's no life
Preserved, huh?
because it's that deep and it's that perfect. And I'll see if I can find it. I'll send it to you, Dakota.
That'd be
now.
cool.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's scary to think about.
Mm-hmm.
But that would be on my if I had a bucket list, and I don't. My goal and before I die is to get to Antarctica. That would be just amazing. It'd
I
probably
would
kill
love to get down there.
I
It was
hate
the Endurance. I will send this to. I'll download a picture here. Save that. I'll send this to Dakota now.
I guess they found
Yeah.
Amelia Earhart's airplane.
Yeah, they did.
That was pretty interesting.
Was it underwater or?
Did they? I didn't
Yeah.
get
Yep.
that.
Yeah, they
Yep.
pulled it up.
I guess I've watched too many
Pretty
older
good, man.
things because there is a
It didn't make headline news, but
find it
you
in,
think it would.
in New Guinea or something.
I'll send you the article to Dakota so as you can. At the bottom of the ICC History's Great Wrecks Found, it was the Endurance. It was, let's see, I watched a program about this one night. That one's not free. Shit. I'll go to one that's free, The Guardian. Here we go. And it's the Endurance, and this is The Guardian, Dakota. You'll be able to see this one, man. You get a lot of the news sites now where you have to pay like $1 a week or something like that to look at stuff. But the Ernest Shackleton's ship, the Endurance, found off the coast of Antarctica. An expedition to locals' wreckage explored the ship, which sank in the sea in 1915. And there's actually a wee video. I can't really show you. It's there, and it's absolutely in pristine condition.
Wow.
Because of the cold. Yeah, because it's so cold. I mean, I don't know if that'll
Frozen.
zoom up in that.
Frozen in time.
That'll make it darker. My camera's not working because that's what it looks like.
Oh wow,
And it's
Wow.
nearly 100
Look
odd
at
years
the
old.
wheel.
I know.
that's cool.
I know.
That's
That is
amazing.
just absolute.
Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing. It is. And you think you put that Scott on board because it's probably got loads of artifacts aboard it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Problem
But then
is,
it makes you wonder.
got to take them out. They're pretty much gone for if you don't preserve them right.
I wonder what they found.
Let's look at the Titanic. Look at the Titanic that sunk what in 1913, and look at it now. There's hardly anything left yet. And about 100 years from now, there'll be nothing left.
Yeah.
Nothing, except for some plates, and that's it.
Dishes, yeah.
You
Do
know?
you, does anyone
Dishes
here
and
believe the
some wine.
Titanic was the Olympic?
I've had that thought
Yeah.
too, man. Yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah, because it's really interesting actually that because what was the Olympic? The Olympic was it was the sister ship, but it was what was it? The Olympic. What's the conspiracy theory that the Olympic had a fire in the boiler room, which weakened the bulkheads and it made the cast iron weak.
And they
Right.
couldn't get it insured, so they switched them.
They couldn't, and they switched the nameplates, and that's why they think when the iceberg hit it, the panel should have survived. They just basically disintegrated. The ship sunk.
Yeah, I did see that story.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I've seen the whole thing on it.
Yeah.
And the 8 most valuable men in the world were on that ship.
Aye.
The Rockefellers,
Yeah.
the Rothschild, people that have to do with the
Illuminati.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I've heard that. I've heard the case too that the Titanic was carrying other things too. I heard the case it might have been carrying an artifact. Today with like aliens and stuff like that, with stuff to Egypt and stuff like that. We don't know. That's the thing. Can you imagine if it was doing that? You don't know what's in the hold of that ship. Well, probably nothing new. It's probably been taken away. But
Yeah.
look what happened to the guys who've been doing in that submarine with the Logitech controller. Remember that, Dakota? The thing imploded.
You can't chalk every little stupid decision up to conspiracy just because it sounds funnier.
It's
I
I'm
still
going to
don't
say that.
understand how the biggest ship in the world can hit an ice. When has any other ship ever hit an iceberg?
That's very true.
Ever.
Very true.
Well, and sank. I'm sure that they.
Yeah, but when?
I mean, when those ships that go through the ice to break it up.
Icebreakers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but when has a ship ever accidentally hit an iceberg? And when has that ever been recorded in history other than the Titanic?
Yeah,
That had to be
That's
I bet
never
major
more than
incident when
the
you think
old
about
boat
it.
probably
I don't know.
would fare so well.
You would think with that technology and that big ordeal, that was the last thing that could have happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's probably
All five
some that never
compartments
lived
were
to tell the
flooded.
tell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the thing. That
I
is the
hope we
thing.
find all this out when we go to the other side. Wouldn't that be cool?
You've got to find a fruit out, and then you're going to have to forget again when you come back. That's what it is basically a bit. But the thing is, right? See, I actually watched the simulation about the Titanic. See if they'd hit that the iceberg dead on, it would have totally crippled the first compartment, right? It would have crushed it, right? But it would have survived.
That's
If 4 compartments had flooded, it would have survived because the 5th compartment got
it was
breached.
designed not to sink.
Yeah, it was bulkheads all the way up. I mean, come on, automatic doors are automatically shut.
Mm.
All it was one lever, and that was that. The men were even trapped in there. Get what I mean? That was just, I don't know. I've heard so many conspiracies about the Titanic. It was carrying artifacts. It was carrying. There was the Illuminati wanted rid of people on board that. I don't think we'll ever know until our time comes, to be honest with you. What's your opinion, Dakota? Do you think there was anything suspicious about the Titanic, or do you think the captain shouldn't have went to his bed that night?
There were several people on watch. I'm calling bullshit on the whole story.
It is possible that they thought they had enough room just because of essentially a mirage that would have formed around that time, one of the simulations as to how it happened in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it's one of those things that we would not know unless, time travel started to become a thing and, time tourism.
See that, right? That I see this all the time, right? Especially on TikTok. I don't really use TikTok anymore. I just use YouTube now. And there's all these supposedly time travelers, right? Do you think that it is possible? Do you think it is possible to go back? Obviously, with the extraterrestrials have explained that you can go back in time, but when you come forward in time again, this isn't the reality that you came forward to. So,
Sure.
So if that happens, so you're basically creating another universe every time you do that. Am I right, Dakota?
Parallel universe.
Essentially.
So,
I believe it.
Because you hear about what is it, the Philadelphia experiment and all that with the ship that just
that's
disappeared.
A great story.
That is a good story. And it makes you wonder what happened to that ship.
Yeah.
They say it came back, but everybody melted into the deck.
Yeah, I just watched that movie again a couple weeks ago. They had to do it. The one with Michael Perry and I think they did a remake, didn't they? I don't know. They seem to remake everything, but I like the original stuff.
Yeah, they really come up with the original ideas because they're so worried about remaking their money back.
There's some way we got to make money off that.
I must admit, the movie industry, they're remaking all the movies and it's rubbish. Especially with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, that was just a load of bullshit.
Yeah.
The Gene Wilder one was the best, and it should have been the only one that was ever made. The rest, Johnny Depp's a nice guy, but the rest of them, absolute rubbish, complete rubbish. And it's the same now. They're starting to remake everything now. Get what I mean? Because they've run out of ideas. I suppose that with the Guardians of the Galaxy, that's quite.
They've gone woke. Everything's woke.
Yeah, they want to remake it to have it fit the new narrative.
Oh, it's
the new
terrible.
Star Wars is they're all gender fluid characters. I mean, they're losing their crowd, their audience.
Oh yeah, they're
Oh,
losing
yeah.
it quick. I mean, I don't think it'll be long. I mean, especially in the United States, the news, especially the political, what's happening in the United States, the news is just insane. What's happening in the news because your president's standing down. I don't know who'll be the next one before. Obviously,
don't
Trump
either.
gets back in.
We can worry.
We're not even sure if our president's actually alive.
Yeah.
I've heard that. What is that? Is that true? Do you really think that he's actually dead?
Well,
Well, they show him at different heights. They show different
I was
earlobes.
about to say.
Dude, there's a
I was about to say the guy who's filling in, he's too tall.
yeah.
He's a
It's like, since when does dementia help people grow?
Grow you. Yeah. Joey had this the other day.
He looks like he's about 6'6" now.
He's 3 inches taller.
At least. I mean, was it that Israeli prime minister? I believe it was. He and him are supposed to be like a centimeter off as far as height. Yet Joe Biden's standing there, looking almost a foot taller. Apparently, he had a medical emergency down in Las Vegas. Las Vegas PD, some of my contacts down there are still saying, yeah, he's dying. If he's not dead, he's dying.
Oh, yeah.
For how bad he was.
Again, this has got to sound absolutely mad, but do you not think he walks like a robot? Well, he's like one of the robots that you see from Boston Dynamics. He like walks along like that. He's like somebody with Thunderbirds.
I do that.
Honestly.
I do that at Walmart. My wife gets so pissed. I'm like, let's do the Biden. And she's like, honey, stop it. I'm like, what? That's
You fit right in.
He walks. If he can do it, so can I.
I don't want to get political.
It takes a lot of work to walk like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly don't know who your next president is going to be, but
We don't either.
we need
And
somebody.
I don't think it
fix,
matters.
We need
because
somebody to fix the
shadow
world.
government in charge. No one person's in charge. They're all puppets on a string run by the elites.
Yeah.
You do walk like that
It
if
makes-
you have a load in your diaper, though.
Yeah. Have you seen him taking a shit? I swear to God, it looks like he's taking it right there.
Yeah. Even so, the people I know that work in nursing homes are like, does someone need to change
the same face?
I seen him during the Normandy invasion thing, and that was the most funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. That all the world leaders are all sitting, and the special paratroopers, the American paratroopers are coming in, the British paratroopers are coming in, and he just wanders away.
And then they say, hey, get over there, support him, make it look like he's not wandering away, and the whole crowd adjusts to him.
Oh God. Oh.
Maybe we should change the topic.
Well,
yeah, don't worry.
Yeah.
That
More
the
shots
black,
get
the
fired
elite
at
government,
us.
you're
Yeah,
in
I don't-
America,
I-
you'll
yeah.
be fine.
Oh,
I'm in the
hey,
UK.
Kim, do you have the artifact?
I do have the artifact. You want to
The artifact.
You want to do
Yeah,
some?
let's tease what's coming up.
We're going to
Next
teach you
episode we're gonna
guys
do.
and show you something very interesting. Go
Yeah,
ahead. Joey.
can I share my screen?
Yeah, I should be able to.
Oh, I'm looking
Should I
forward
just
to
hit that
this.
share screen thing and then we'll go to, let's see.
I don't know if I've told you guys this story.
That's not bringing up the picture though. It's not. It's just a picture that I have in one of my folders. Because I want to show the picture, then you can
Yeah.
do your thing.
Dakota's getting all excited now.
All right. Let's see. How do I? So like, it's not a tab.
While everybody's
Maybe
waiting
do
in
I
the chat,
do-
guys,
okay.
please hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to
Do I have
Bonkers. It really helps.
I don't know. Let's see if this will come forward. Is any image coming forward there?
Nope.
Nope.
Seeing.
No, it's just me. So maybe I can't do a photo. Maybe I gotta upload it. Chrome, no. Well, maybe
We practiced this the
Oh,
other
there
day.
we
And it
go.
worked.
do it in preview.
Yeah, guys, go and hit that thumbs up, guys. Like Iron Firehorse says in the chat, we've got 9 thumbs up and 16 watching. Let's get to 20 thumbs up. Let's help Dakota. Let's
Thumbs
help
up are
the
good.
Alden Bonkers get the old thumbs up there.
Well, I don't think it's going to let me.
All right.
What is that a picture? Because if you could send me the picture, I can forward. Unless you just forward it straight to Dakota, because he'll bring it up, no problem. He's the man. He knows what he's doing.
Here's an interesting little comment. Papa Joey, you sound like George Clooney.
Oh, I hope not.
You start doing the coffee
You
advert.
don't like him.
Now that she said, now I can kind of hear it a little bit.
I see that. I see
Really?
what you mean there. Go and give us something about one of the coffee adverts that he does.
Let's see if I can. How do I do this?
There's Iron Firehorse getting excited in the chat there for George Clooney.
Clooney's a compliment, man. I'm just saying.
Oh, music.
Doing voiceovers.
But of course, he did get Biden to drop out. Right?
Don't use worry. There'll be the State of the Union soon, and he'll wheel him out in the casket and open it up. And he'll say, "Yes, Mr. President."
I would love to see him do that. Just as a fucked up joke.
Yeah, that'd be
wheel him out in the casket, and he just pops right out. Just watch the conspiracies fly.
It's like Pete put in Twitter the other day a picture of a Ouija board. That's the only way you'll have to have communications with Biden soon.
I'm still trying this.
What do you think, Joe? You want me to just share the story?
Yeah, go ahead while I try to pull up the picture because it's got some.
It's okay. Having troubles getting it up at your age is perfectly normal.
Yeah. I understand. Fucker.
So in 2007, I was working for Secret Service, and we had layovers in Europe, and I ended up in Bucharest, Romania, and we took a trip to Dracula's castle.
Ooh.
At the top of Dracula, and this is one where he was decapitated. This is one where he was beheaded and his wife jumped off the back into the river. This is where they took him out.
That's why I'm trying to bring up the pictures.
So we'll show you some pictures. But so anyway, at that castle, I took something.
Oh no!
I took something.
Pete wants it.
I want it.
And when I got home, a lot of bad stuff happened. I've lost 2 kids. I've rolled a semi. I've crashed a motorcycle. My wife has had cancer. My daughter has had 4 strokes. My other daughter is very ill. So I need to take it back. And
Or you could
Joey
send
and I
it to
are,
Dakota for a present.
huh?
You could send it to Dakota for a present.
No, I have to return it.
Yeah,
I can't.
Yeah, you have
Can't
to.
mail it. I can't throw it away. I got to return it. So Joey and I were talking about this one day, maybe doing a GoFundMe and getting up the funds to take this back and actually documenting the whole trip.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I took, and I shouldn't have.
Oh, okay.
Time
to blow you up.
It's a brick from Dracula's castle.
And remember what they used for mortar.
They used
on that castle.
They used human beings and bones.
Yeah, they did.
Really? I didn't know that. I didn't know.
Because the bones held the structures together. They were like rebar.
Mm-hmm.
So this is an actual brick from the castle. And if we can show you the castle, you can tell it's all made out of this. And I brought this home, and I've had so much stuff go wrong, and I have to take it back.
I'm going to say this to you. If Mike was still alive, he would pay you probably a lot of money for that. He'd be chasing you about for that.
Yeah, I think.
And I don't know that what I did, if it was illegal. So there's a lot of stuff I got to research. I don't know. I may have to make it like a secret mission to go back and return it, and not get a whole lot of publicity off of it. Or, when I get there, not here, of course, not worried about here.
Did you see what Pete put?
I know it's bad. I know it is. And I've had it since 2007, and yes,
And you continue to suffer.
yes. That all of this stuff happened to me after I brought this brick home.
Oh my!
So say what you will, have your, everyone's got their own beliefs as to bad juju or whatever, but
I've got a job. No, sorry.
I believe I never really take anything for a location.
But I can't throw it
Bad
away.
idea.
I've got to take it back. I honestly believe that 100%.
And if I go with him, I don't
Right.
want to fly on the same plane as him and the brick.
That'll be fine. It's highly unlikely the wing's going to fall. I tell you what,
No,
Dakota,
I've-
let's do a GoFundMe for everybody, and Bold and Bonkers will go to. And don't worry, when I go into the plane, I might look like I'm wearing a parachute, but it's just normal. I like to have things like that. Okay?
Tim, just send it to Chris. He has a lot less to lose.
That's fine. That's fine. No,
I'll
I'm going to
bring
send
it to you.
Aye.
But
Send it to Dakota. Dakota's into these kind of things.
I've had years to think about it, and I have a spiritual faith of anointing over it, so it doesn't affect me now. But it needs to be returned. I don't know if you guys ever saw that the episode of the Brady Bunch where they took the little tiki idol out of Hawaii.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
They had to return it.
We're old, Tim.
Huh?
Say we're old. Remember?
Yeah, that's right.
I saw the Brady Bunch when they were all in first ran.
Yeah. I remember. So anyway,
It's a long time ago.
we're going to do a show about it, and we'll do a whole episode on it. And then eventually I want to take this back. So we'll have more information about this in the future.
Keep it in like a box or anything like that. Like
I
maybe
keep it in this little box, and I keep it in the garage.
Yeah. Good idea. I would keep it in a safe buried in the back garden or something like that.
Yeah.
It's
But it doesn't affect me now, but it did affect me until I learned that it was affecting me, and now it doesn't. I have power over it now.
No,
Whereabouts was it?
And we
What's that?
did haunted artifacts. Remember that episode, Tim?
Yeah, haunted
First
art.
time we brought it over to my house. Everybody said, "Get it out of here!"
Everyone freaked out.
It definitely has an energy to it.
It's got a lot. It's almost like crystal. You can feel it.
Yeah,
There's
A negative
Pete's
energy.
put. What's that, Pete put, Dakota? You should ask the brick to speak. It's easy ritual. I bet it has. What is that? Halova story.
a hell of a story.
Hell of a story.
Well, no, without a doubt. I mean, did anybody else just hear what sounded like somebody
here,
getting hit and screaming right there?
Or-
No.
I think seriously the one that heard that.
Dracula.
I don't even want to do a session with it. I don't want to mess with it at all.
You don't want to wake it up.
It's off limits as far as any investigation or trying to use a ghost tube or trying to. I don't want anything to do with it. I've stopped its effects, and now I got to take it back, and that's all I want to do. I don't want to do any more playing with it or investigating it or give it any more attention or any more energy. It doesn't need it.
You don't want to see the sexy lady riding on the lion?
Yeah.
Remember, Chris, we had Barry Fitzgerald. He was talking about the dream he had at Dracula's castle where he got visited by that.
Yeah.
And it was
That's
actually
right, the
like a
woman-
figure from the family's like belief system actually showed up to him in dream.
That's right. And she went, "Where's my brick? I can't find my brick."
Got part of my bones in there.
Aye. I didn't ken that about Dracula's castle. I didn't ken they used actual bones in the cement. Where was the brick? Where was it? Was it the outside or was it inside the
It was in the
castle?
wall and it was loose.
Yeah. How long about that? Was quite a hike up there, wasn't it?
Yeah, 1,720 steps.
Yes,
Or
let's
Jesus, I need to
say.
rent out myself a golf cart or something.
Yeah, you can see all the pictures of these. It's a switchback to get all the way to the top.
Oh.
And
Did you tell when you were walking back down what happened?
when we were walking back down, the hill is like, it's grassy. It's like a grassy side of a mountain. And the switchback is a cemented stairs with a handrail. And it switchbacks all the way back down to the parking lot where you park. As we were coming back, I heard something to my left and I looked over, and about the size of a large pumpkin boulder was rolling toward us. And I yelled at the captain and I said, hey, watch out. And then it came in, and we also yelled to the people that were already down, you guys look out, boulder coming down. And everyone got out of its way, and it went all the way to the bottom. Don't know where the boulder came from because there were no rocks, formations, or boulders or anything up there. And that's when I should have known.
Did anybody hear that man
Bad
shout?
idea.
It sounded like shouting.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody
I can still
just
hear
sounded
it.
like they're shouting because they got hit with something hard.
I can hear
It just
people
happened
talking
again.
right now. I can hear people talking right now.
Oh shit, the brick's coming after us.
No, it's not coming after us. We're fine. We're protected. But maybe no you, Dakota. But anyway,
Not you.
no, it's coming after you. It's eyeing you up. But I can hear people talking right now. Do you not hear that?
Oh, wait.
It's like somebody been.
Everybody be quiet for just a second. Yeah, there's like a big conversation going on there. Can you hear that, Tim? Oh, you don't have earbuds in, do you?
I hear it. They're whispering.
Yep, they're chanting. Chanting something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're yelling.
There's
I got
nobody in my
earbuds.
backyard.
I'll make sure it's nothing outside.
It's got to just be interference over a
It's
frequency.
maybe just interference.
Maybe.
Pete, come on the show, Pete. Protect us.
So while I was down, recovering, I went back and watched a bunch of our old episodes, and of course, a lot of my favorite are ones that where we had Mike the Naked Bigfoot on, and one I rewatched just last week was he talked about his little girl spirit guide and told that whole story, and we started asking questions specifically about her, and you had him on many times, so you know how all of a sudden his mic would go weird, and
Silent.
you'd get all kinds of weird stuff going on, and I'm gonna repost that episode because I forgot how freaking good it was, and his stories are just amazing. And that the one about how he met his spirit guide and all that stuff is, I don't understand how we didn't get as many views on that one as we did his other stories that he told when we had him on. But yeah, this one's right up there. And in there, he talked about, and I know it's on his YouTube channel. One of his first videos is he went to an old graveyard to talk to a
Friend.
a friend, the lady. And I want everybody to go find that and watch it. And when he calls on her, you hear a laugh coming from a female laugh. It's pretty chilling. So Yeah. Well, we
It's
experienced a lot
the
of
old
stuff too.
city. I think
On-
it's the old city cemetery, Lindenburg,
Yeah.
Virginia.
Yeah.
There's 2 videos. I'll post the first one.
Yeah. I don't know if it's in the
where he's
first
walking
one or
about
the
the
second one, but it's where he first walks up to her gravesite and calls upon her, and then you clear as day you'll hear a laugh from a lady, and he's there alone. I mean, he lets everybody know that he's there alone. It's pretty chilling.
Why does it keep taking me the Bolden Bunker archives? I don't understand that. Where we go?
So we did have some interesting happenings at the cemetery. I'll just talk about a couple of the incidents we had. I was walking, we were all separated and we're all walking alone.
Is it
And
Pecan Grove?
no,
talking
this is Payson.
Oh, the Payson one, yeah.
There were a lot of Indians and a lot of soldiers, a lot of cowboys from the late 1800s. And we were walking through this cemetery, and we had our ghost tube on, and we got questions that we don't get anywhere else. It's really strange how our ghost tube has a vocabulary, but you never hear words of these kind anywhere else, except ironically at the place we're at. So we were getting like, what are you holding in your hand? What year is it? Where am I? And then we would walk through, and we get those constantly, which you don't get anywhere else. I mean, those actual messages. So I'm walking through, and it says angel, and so I'm like, angel, okay. So I'm looking around with my flashlight, and I look over, and there's a little statue of an angel sitting inside the plot. It's got a border around it. So my flashlight, it's real pointed, and I had to hit an angel. And right then it said guardian angel. I'm saying guardian angel. So I spread out my light and looked down, and at the foot of the grave, there was a little plaque that said guardian angel. So that blew my mind. That right there got me good, real good. And then another instance is when the girls, Allison and Lisa, were out at Pecan Grove, had a full-on conversation with a fireman. Full-on conversation.
That was pretty cool.
Joey, why is my chat showing up, Dakota? My Ghost Squad Scotland, it's not showing up in the chat. That's weird. That I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to post links. Strange.
I'm going to post both of our website or our YouTube channels in there if I can.
That's weird. That why is that doing that? Did you hear that? Did you hear the person talk there again?
Yeah. No, I'm hearing it. It's actually hasn't stopped.
No, it hasn't.
It's like somebody whispering.
It sounds like they're whispering.
There was more screaming earlier.
Like a screaming whisper.
Like somebody's getting into a fight.
Somebody's wanting their brick back.
Give me my brick.
Why is that not working?
Just think about how many people could be tied to that one brick for how that was done.
It's mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. And it was at the bottom of the wall of the castle. So it was when it was like one of the first bricks laid. I mean, I would love to do, I'd love to take it to a university and do a workup on it. Find what minerals or chemicals or woods or granite, what the composition is, what's all in it. That'd be really cool to do.
There's the video. Let's go in here. Let's see.
So I just posted Truth About Beer. That's where they can find the spirit guides
Let's try to find
video.
Mike's channel. Where are you, Mike? Where are you? Good. Some amount of subscribers on the main page. And just followed quite a few people over the years. Where are you, Pete? Where are you, Mike? There you are. That the video he did about the Goblin House was good. You ever see? You seen that one? That was quite an interesting one.
Oh, the Goblin House, yeah.
Yeah,
That was like a. Did you do a 4-parter on that one? Because it was pretty.
I think so. Aye. There's the first part. Is I've posted it in the chat there through the Bald and Bonkers YouTube because my YouTube's not working for some weird reason. That's the first part of the video as he walks in. It's a 3-parter. So I'm just going to sign back into my thingy again. Weird. My phone's not working right. I don't know what's going on. It's just weird today. It's acting weird. Odd.
You sure it's just not operator error?
No, it's been doing this weirdness all day today. It's the Apple something to do with the Apple servers not working right or something. I've had problems with it. It's like that Microsoft thing last week. That was just a nightmare. That was. I ken a lot of people that were affected with that. They couldn't get into their computers for their work.
You guys hear that?
Mhm.
Yeah. It's quite a bit going on.
Okay. Whatever.
All right.
Interference. It's getting louder though.
Yeah, it is.
I'm just checking something in my end. I'm just.
Yeah, my posts aren't going through. Don't look like.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to check. I'm going into the main website. I want to see what's going on because for some reason I've been blocked for the main site.
That is very freaky, man.
Strange.
I don't know if it's you, but mine's getting louder and louder.
It's a little bit
Mine's
scary.
getting loud too.
Huh.
That's strange.
Yeah, that's like a whole group
It's
conversation.
almost interrupting us.
Let's see.
It's getting there.
Is it a bowling alley?
Why is the link still going up?
Well, I don't hear the pins falling, so.
Something's going on.
It sounds like a whispering chant.
What was that?
That just sounded like someone screaming, "Help me!"
Yeah, and it was a female, or it was a high.
Never heard anything like that.
That is intense.
I don't know where it's coming from.
That is, isn't it? What's going on here? That's weird. My computer's acting weird now too.
Excuse me one moment.
That is bizarre.
You know.
It hasn't gotten that weird since Mike had been on the show.
I know.
That's because I just talked about him, and then it started. Help us out, Pete.
Hi, Pete, he's a horn man. I don't know what's going on. It's weird. It's on the main site. I'm not blocked. It's weird. I don't understand why my chat's not showing up. Let me see. Let me try something here. See if that comes up. There. See, I can do that, but I just can't post anything. It's weird.
Huh. Yeah, I sent a couple and they haven't gone through. They're showing on my side, but I'm not seeing them on
Nah, weird.
this one.
You can go and check the moderators in a wee while. I don't know what's going on. I've had enough of problems with my YouTube lately. Nothing's been working right. Everything's been wonky. I made a load of moderators and went in the other night and all my moderators weren't there. I was like, what's going on here? But then when I did the live today, they were all there again. It was weird. Very strange.
Yeah, I don't
think
unless we're getting
the brick of destiny there. You know,
I used to get
Pete
I'd
is
play
coming
guitar
back.
and I'd have a bunch of
Mike
pedals
is coming
picked up.
back for the brick.
I used to get truckers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All of a sudden, be in the middle of a gig, and these are the old days, man.
Yeah.
Grounding wasn't quite as good. All of a sudden, we get a trucker come through my amp, you know.
Roger, this is the rubber duck. Roger.
Yeah.
We got a convoy. Straight, I don't know what's going on tonight. It's just weird.
That's
It's
very
as if
strange.
again, this is going to sound stupid, but it's like there's people standing in a hall and all of them are talking at the exact same time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting louder, is it not? Is that just me?
It is getting louder.
There it is.
No, they're like yelling at each other.
That's
Like,
absurd.
where's my brick? You took my brick. I seen you with that brick.
It's almost annoying.
They're all pissed off. They're like, a strange American was here with a strange looking hat on and he bloody taken that brick. I want my brick back. We'll get him when he walks up. We'll wait on him. You take him and you take that brick back, they're all got to be standing waiting on you bringing that back, didn't you?
Oh, you're
We're seeing if it has any effect over the monitor. Wow, that's crazy.
Weird.
That's just nuts.
And I do have a weird vibe tonight, and I don't know what that is. It's just weird.
feels like my mic's about ready to fall off of there.
Yeah, mine's getting a little warm.
Like it's been getting loose, you know.
Yeah, happens in old age.
You would know all about that, Chris.
I know. No, I had to buy a new mic, but this one keeps going wonky. They actually gave me two. See, I'll show you some. I don't know if it'll let me bring this up a bit, but see how it's suspended? Well, for Christ's sake, I'll need to bring it up even higher. They actually, when I bought this, they give you two cradles because they actually go in them. See the rubbers? You can replace them. So I've got two there. I'm needing to do it because it keeps dropping down. It's weird.
Not properly lubricating.
This is all integrated. You see how loose that is?
You've been using Pete's lube again there, Dakota. You should have patented that, Pete. That Pete's lube. You're a paranormal lube. You could have made a fortune on that. You see him doing his wee
If you actually know what the hell you're doing with a woman, you won't need it.
Aye, but how does that work for you, considering your one's like in a different country?
Who said she was? I just said there was a bit of travel involved. I never said she was in a different country.
A different state. To drive from state to state. I'm thinking business.
Chris, would you be able
Thanks
to
again.
post links to
If
our
you send it,
pages?
I've.
Because I'm
It's not letting you post the links either. Dakota, is it letting you post links?
yeah, it won't let me
Go
post
ahead
one.
and try again.
Right. I'll post your channels first. Let me go to your channels. I'll try your first one first. Let me fun it. I'm subscribed to about 30 folk. I'll try your first one first. You're all about beer, okay? There's a channel. Shit. So let's see.
It's
Okay, there's
crazy.
a female in there now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just nuts, man.
It says it's posted at the bottom, but it's not showing up yet.
Oh, so it's showing on your phone, but it's just not showing in the feed here on.
It says your moderator
Yeah.
thing was
Yeah.
revoked or something like that. I don't know what's going on there.
Right,
That's
yeah.
your all about beer one. I don't know. There's some weird craziness going on tonight. Let's get
Right.
that one. And then there's the out there, suds out there.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I did the truth about beer first.
That's what I did.
but I
And
don't
then
see that one at all.
that's what I posted first, the truth about beer, and it's not showing up. And now I'm posting suds, and it's not showing up either. But I've posted better. I don't have my wee spanner anymore. I've noticed that. See, there's some weird crazy. I don't know if that
Sounded like someone
Microsoft and
just
that one.
screamed, "God, let go of me."
Try it again. So here, try the truth about beer again.
Yeah, I'll show you Dakota what's happening for me. Take a screenshot. He's sorry to take screenshot.
Hey, whoa, cursing. Language dead people.
It's just crazy.
Oh,
Someone
they're
took the
coming.
Hot Pockets out of the oven too soon.
And it's like having a Pop-Tart. It's it's bloody freezing, then you bite into it and it burns your mouth off.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I still get a screenshot to go up what it's like for me. I don't know what's going on there.
Gotcha. Let's see. Alright.
so we didn't expect to have extra people on the show with us today. But,
They're all after
No.
Tim's brick. I'll tell you something now. If Mike was still alive, he would want that brick for you. I can tell you that right now. He would want that brick.
yeah, I
Maybe
Don't
he
you-
could do
Peter,
something
you
to that to make it safe, you know. You could probably do something to it.
looked like you was asleep there for a second, Tim. You
No,
falling asleep?
I'm listening.
Got a narcoleptic on us?
No, I'm
I
listening.
thought,
I just
thought
can't
for a
figure out
second-
what this is. It's louder on my side. I mean, it's really loud now.
for a second there, I thought it was what you call it, Count Dracula himself taking you over, you know. I want to
Mhm.
Vlad the
suck your
Impaler.
blood. It does
God.
look paler, actually.
Be careful of all feelings in your rectum.
Alien encounters.
No, that's what Vlad the Impaler wasn't called.
Oh,
What
well, I know
he did
that.
to his
That's why he was
victims, you
famous.
dumb.
He put them on the stakes and they slowly slid down, and it was a very
So
excruciating.
his actual house where he lives, I've been to where he lived.
Mhm.
He used to have this little golden, like a chalice. And as the people were impaled and they would drip, the blood would drip into the cup. He would sit there and drink the blood out of the cup. That's where the Kent, that's how he drank blood. He
The
didn't-
vampire thing came from.
I wasn't a
where the vampire-
vegetarian then.
Yeah.
never bit anybody. But so the Pope was
Well, his wife would beg to differ.
the Pope contacted the the Protestant Catholic at the time and said, "We've got problems. We've got to get crime under control, and we need help doing it." So he got the assistance of Laud to help him control the crime. So what they do is every time somebody would commit a crime, he would stick them on these impalers and right in front of his house, and they would slowly die a death, and it eventually got rid of the crime, but it took years. Now, there are two fascinating things about this story. Is one, when I can't remember it was the Romans, they were conquering Europe, and all the soldiers came up and saw thousands of these impaled bodies. And after conquering Europe, it stopped their conquering. They turned around and went back because it freaked them out so much. So that's what stopped those people from conquering that part of Europe. The second thing is, after he rid the town of all the crime, his thirst for blood affected him, because drinking blood can make you crazy. So
Yeah.
there were no more people to impale, so he would go out at night and capture people and bring them home and drink their blood. That's hence the vampire at night. And that's how that story all came about. But I have been at the gate to his house where he used to sit, and all of his impaling rods, where it is mind-blowing what the energy there, and you can feel like pain and suffering, and it's immense. It's really intense. But a lot of people don't know that story. They think he really went around biting and sucking people's blood out of them, and no, that's not how it happened at all. He got such a taste and thirst for that blood that it turned him crazy.
But he took a bite out of crime.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
There's
Whoa.
out there with Suds been posted in the chat. Now I'll do the next one, all about truth about beer.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Thank
man. I think I fixed it.
I don't know
think
why I
I
was
fixed
unmuted.
it.
Yeah. There you go. That's the
Yeah,
mob
fuck
supposed
me.
to- My God, I've got a sore back. I feel like I take it hemorrhoid cream didn't help with the impaling then, no.
Well, help in your case.
Can you imagine how painful that would be? Because I actually watched a program about that and how they slowly.
The more
sink
you
down.
wiggle,
I mean,
the more you go down. The more you.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And clench, Dakota.
you.
If that ever happens to you, Dakota, clench.
I would sit there and just
Clench,
get it over with.
He'd practice those Kegels.
But they showed pictures. They came all the way up through their gut and out their
Uh-huh.
chest.
Uh,
Oh God,
Pretty wild.
that would have been.
You ever get a chance?
God. I want to go. That sounds like a place I want to go to. I want to go to Vlad the Impaler's castle now. I would love to stay a night there. Can you stay there? Can you stay the night in the castle? That'd be all right, wouldn't it?
No.
well,
Have
the
a
one that's
barbecue at the front,
still
you know?
together, you can, I think, or at least you have to pay. But
Aye.
what's the name
Look,
that
they'll be
castle? The
fine.
castle that you went to, Tim. It wasn't.
It
It starts with an L, doesn't it?
starts with a P.
The P. Yeah, because this castle, it's like, it's broken down. So
Yeah, it's in ruins.
yeah, it's major ruins.
And
So
there's
the one that they call
no-
Dracula's castle isn't really Dracula's.
Right. This is just where he was murdered. This is where he was captured. This
And where his wife
he
committed
had-
he had
suicide.
3 or 4 castles. The one that Bram Stoker or whatever portrayed in the movie, that was a different castle. He only stayed there for a short time, but his actual castle that he built and died in was Penori.
Yeah, something like that.
It's hard to say. It's a weird name.
Where's his body? Where's his grave?
He doesn't have one. His head was
What?
taken to show as proof, and his body was never found. So they
He's in the
decapitated.
brick there, dude.
It could be they decapitated him and they took his head for proof. And the body was nobody ever knows what happened to the body. The woman jumped off the back wall, and there's a river, long thing. She committed suicide. She jumped when they were coming up the hill.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very interesting story. The locals have a whole different crazy story that's been handed down, over time. Not written but spoken from generation to generation to generation, and they have a completely different account of everything. It's not like anything that's in written history, but it's fascinating to hear there. And he's a god there in that little town. I mean, he's almost worshipped.
Mhm.
That was
Imagine doing a show. Imagine doing a Suds show inside Dracula's castle.
I'm totally up for it, man. If I had the funds,
from there.
if I had the funds, I'd do
I think
it
it'd be awesome.
right now.
So would I. I think it'd be awesome. I think it'd be one of the. What's that in Dracula's castle? There's like a hatch that opens up, and everybody's really afraid to go down inside it. It's like the torture chambers. Oh, what's it called again? It was on something. I think it was Dave Schrader. He was talking about it one night, and it's it's inside it's underneath the castle.
Yeah, on his
Did
other,
you-
well, not this one, but yes, on the other one, he had a
Mm.
torture chamber.
Mhm.
Bran stoked.
There you go.
Bran stoked. I haven't done a whole lot of research on his other castles because I really, for a long time, didn't really believe in any of it. And the only interest I've ever had now is the castle that he died in and the castle that I have the brick from.
Yeah.
But as far as the other castles, I know he had 3 or 4 other castles, but I never really did any research on them.
Yeah, didn't you tell me too that the locals that took you there said no, they won't go any further?
Yeah. The locals, the driver that took us there from Bucharest, he goes, "I'll drive you there, and I'll wait at the bottom of the hill, but I am not going up there. The locals will not go to the top of that."
Makes you wonder why.
Well, I mean,
There must be truth. There must be some truth to like.
they, like I said, they have a
Yeah, I
different
mean-
story. So whether it's haunted or what, I don't know what they believe in. It's really hard to understand their English,
Mm-hmm.
and them trying to translate and tell the story is very, very hard to understand. But no, they won't go near the place at all. It's abandoned. There's nobody watching over it. There's no park ranger. There's nothing. There's no signs. There's nothing. It's not advertised. They almost don't want people to know it.
I fancy going there. My whole it turns up back in a place.
Could you imagine doing a live broadcast from Dracula's castle? That would be
Yeah, it'd be very
badass, man. So I
Just
say
look
we
like
start a
amazing.
GoFundMe and we get the funds and we document the whole trip and go over and do an investigation.
You got to turn the camera one point, and you fucking see Vlad himself just standing there.
That'd be awesome.
Fuck. It would be awesome at first, but I was like, "Oh shit, we're gonna have some trouble."
But
That'd be
in
fine.
2007, I wasn't that much
That'd be too
into. I
much.
was into UFOs and paranormal, but I wasn't into like ghost. Yeah, that's his other castle. Oh, is that it?
That's his castle. Yeah.
What starts with a P? What do you say?
That's give me a sec here. That's Welcome to Bran Castle.
Yeah, that's the one from
But what's a city?
Bram
Starts
Stoker.
with a P.
Dracula's Castle. Let me look it up. Dracula's Castle.
Joey, you have the picture of the castle, don't you?
Yeah.
It's a different castle. It's in ruins.
Oh, there it's there. It's the Pioneeria. Oh, Jesus Christ! I can't.
Yeah,
Oh, gee, we're making Christmas ants.
Jesus Christ! That's
it.
Asking.
Yeah, it's like the roof's gone.
Yeah.
Probably even one of
There's
the
actually there's a picture of what it used to look like. I'll save that in my photos, and then I'll show you the before and after. What it looks like now. and then there's the aerial picture.
Yeah,
Say to photos.
it's amazing.
So the first one,
Absolutely amazing.
so the first one is what it used to look like.
Okay, yeah, that's what it used to
Right.
look like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what it used to look like, and then this is what it looks like now.
That's what it
That's
looks
the
like
one.
now.
It's up there.
And see
Not
those
much left.
see
Anymore.
the red. See how it's white at the bottom and red at the top.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the mortar was basically they smeared like mortar on top after they bricked it. They plastered it. So this is the plaster. See that white part? If you look at the
Yeah.
castle, you see the red, which is this, and then the plaster on it is
Ooh.
white. That's the mortar plaster.
I can see about say it falling off. Like that's like Jim's just fell off there, and Ted or whatever their names were. You know, it just fell on your table.
Yeah, it's totally fascinating. Let's do it.
I
Joe.
think we should go.
Road
Let's
trip.
go. Let's go.
Let's
Look,
do
go,
a
man.
joint thing.
We'll
I think
team up
it's
with Bald and Bonkers. We'll all go together.
Aye, what could be the worst that could possibly happen? You know, I die a heart attack when I manage to get to the top of the
You
stairs.
get impelled.
Bury me in the spot, it'll be fine. Just dig a hole in the wall and
As long
put
as
me
you
in
don't
there.
take anything, you're fine.
What happened to Christopher? He fell on the spikes.
I know, it was terrible. It was
failed.
absolutely terrible. Our backs were turned for a few minutes after Dakota got him to sign these documents, and then we heard a scream and he died. It was horrendous. Poor Christopher.
We shall have no moment of silence and move on.
Then they'll make a movie
here's
about it.
totally changing the subject. What's your opinion with the Yellowstone that's going on in Yellowstone? Did you see that with the geyser
I
explosion?
think all hell's about to break loose.
1880 was the last time that happened.
Yeah,
And
they're
I'll tell you something, there was some explosion. That
They're
was some
sitting on a-
explosion.
keg, time bomb.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not even safe in Texas
No,
from that thing.
no.
It'll be all right for a wee bit. It's a bit
Maybe
cold.
South Florida, maybe. But
That's
no,
a huge maybe, though.
it's the largest underground volcanic mass on the planet.
Well, don't use worry if it goes off. I'll remember yous. I'm in Scotland.
Yeah, there's no running.
But it'll still affect me.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
Give
will.
me an ice
It
age or
will.
something.
It was like,
It'll-
yeah,
The sulfur
Yeah.
and the acidic
Oh,
rain,
yeah,
that
and
you'll
all
have,
that.
yeah, it'll damage the whole planet.
yeah. You got to remember, Chris. It's not necessarily the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs. It's the mess that came afterward that did the
Mhm.
damage.
The ash
They
in the air
estimate
blocking
that
out
at
the
least
sunlight, the acid rain. I don't think anybody has a chance.
it's like best case scenario. They say
Make
1/3 of the world's population goes if Yellowstone blows.
But here's an interesting fact. It makes you wonder why all the billionaires and trillionaires are building bunkers in New Zealand. That's right down. That's right down near Antarctica. So
Very
they say if there was a volcanic eruption, there'd still be some sunlight down there, so you would probably be all right.
Yeah, like you said, a third
That's
of the population probably
Yeah.
might exist wherever
I've
they
heard
went.
that- I
Or when the Earth flooded, wherever they went.
when that goes off. I mean, when that goes off, how many will be killed instantly? What? 10 million? 20 million?
Well, there's 340 million in America, so I would say at least 100 million.
Easy.
Canada included.
Well, yeah, Canada's even closer than we are.
Yeah.
Dakota's closer than we are.
I was going to say I'm closer. I'm going
You'll
to be
see
one of
the
the first
flash.
to go.
Russia is closer. Right up past Alaska.
Yep. It's
Yeah.
a bad thing if that goes off. It's
Did you see how dark that was? I heard somebody talking about that the other day. And the other one that did it in 18, what year was it? When it last did that?
What?
When Yellowstone had that eruption. It happened in the 1800s. I don't remember. But this one, they have reports about it. The last one was like dirt. This one was solid black.
It's just amazing nobody got burnt.
You see the people walking away?
Yeah, running.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder. It was after a record-breaking rainfall in Yellowstone, so it makes you wonder if something maybe blocked, something got blocked,
Shifted.
and maybe it was just building
rain
the
just
pressure.
shifted it.
It
was
farted
constipated.
It's like, yeah, it was
like gas.
geyser just a little bit north of Old Faithful. It just got unplugged from the sounds of it.
Yeah,
It blew its nose.
it did sugar-free what you call it, gummy bears.
That should have gotten a lot more attention than it did.
It should have, but it
Yeah.
didn't. I had to learn for TikTok for that. No for the main news.
But, it was when Kamala was announced as the
Yeah, they're all going to be more
new
focused
nominee.
on that.
Okay.
When the United States
Jesus.
says, "Screw it, I'm done. I'm blowing my top. This is too much."
I'll be fine, but she'll be a good president.
No, it's not my president. She
No,
never
no.
received a vote. No.
I know,
Yeah.
but you don't need to wait long.
Anybody who actually knows the system knows that Kamala does not have much of a chance.
I mean, I'm going to say this. I do think old Donald will probably win. That when she gets in power, he will probably everybody.
Why do you think they give him a nice little ear piercing?
Because they tried to take him out.
Director Ray says that was shrapnel. That wasn't a bullet.
Yeah, but we could see the bullet in the picture as it was flying by.
Oh, really? Under testimony in front of Congress, he said that it was shrapnel. Shrapnel comes from a grenade, from an explosive device. It doesn't come from a bullet.
Yeah.
Unless the bullet hits something.
Yeah, the bullet hits
Break
something
in
and it
pieces.
shreds. That
Yeah.
can happen.
It hit his ear and shred. There was nothing between here, the ear, and the
No,
bullet.
he had a clear shot. It was
Yeah.
there was nothing in between him and
I guess
the card.
shrapnel killed the guy Corey in the back too, in the audience.
That's right. I mean, you think about it. You look at the Simpsons. The Simpsons have predicted quite a lot of things. I mean, the Simpsons predicted that Trump would die, obviously, right? But it makes you wonder some of these things that are.
It's inside.
I think that's just somebody that's. I don't know how that works.
But I'm not going to talk
I don't know
about
how
that
the
on.
folk these predict.
I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not going to get or say anything like that on camera.
Yeah. Last thing I need is BlackRock knocking at your door.
It's all right. I'm in
I
the
know
UK.
nothing.
Go and visit Dakota. Look, the way the world's going, I don't know what's going to happen. We need to end the wars in Europe. And
Something's
got to
give. It's got to break. It's either got to break or it's got to get fixed. That's the only options. It cannot succeed the way it's going.
To be honest with you, I think the system's already broke. I think we need a clean start. What I mean is like we need to start again with our financial system, the governments and stuff like that. We need to try and do something different with the world because it's all corrupt. It's all 10 hour. It's all. There's no point.
Mm-hmm.
One world currency.
There's no point in voting for MD. You know what I mean? You know? Yeah, the world we live in. Imagine what it'll be like in 30 years from now.
I feel sorry for our kids.
Grandkids. And
grandkids. Oh yeah. It's I wouldn't be in their I wouldn't want to be in their position.
I wouldn't want to be in the parents' position with everything going on right now. And I'm just saying that because I've been helping my sister take care of her kid.
Yep, you're better off being a childless cat lady.
You watch Gutfeld. No, who was that?
Gutfeld.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, it's the I don't know what's going to happen.
Oh, I heard that somewhere else too.
Don't worry though. I'm sure something better will be. I'm just looking forward to the aliens coming and saving us all, like
Yes,
everybody keeps saying.
the
throughout the
Anunnaki,
day,
the return of the Anunnaki.
yeah, but I don't think they're going to come until we sort our ways first, and I think that's how it works. They're waiting for us to sort our ways first before
Well,
they come down.
they're on that planet X, and it's coming this way.
You better.
Nibiru.
Nibiru.
Planet X.
I wonder how far out that is now. I wonder before it gets here. Unless it's already here, you just can't see it.
I'm looking forward to it. He can't hurt.
Again, something with the younger generation now, and everybody uses phones and technology, and I was looking at their phones, and aliens could flee overhead. They could dance, come out and dance. The probably folk wouldn't notice them. That is the honest truth. There's that many fake UFO videos out there, which is horrendous, and there's the most gullible people that believe in it. Yeah, I mean, which is, I just don't know sometimes.
I know.
You know,
it's frustrating.
Aliens, you're fucked.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh God, I did see that with Trump. He says he's going to release the JFK files. But he's also going to release the UFO video files.
Yep.
But again, the elite government, the black government, and whoever runs the world.
Yep. He's going to
let a wee bit
whole closet on a lot of things.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to expose the deep state and the elites, the people that run the top.
It's not going to be pretty either way.
No, it's not.
It's bittersweet.
Yeah.
It needs to happen, though. It does need to happen.
But it's
an exciting time to be alive.
I'm actually.
It's going to be interesting.
If you look throughout history, this is a really good time to be alive. What we're about to experience is
history
changing.
Yeah. No, it'll be a
time
in history.
Anything that's ever happened in history, I think this is going to be one of the biggest world-changing events. And it's not
probably.
I mean, it almost happened 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can you imagine where we'd be right now?
Dear God,
chaos. I think there'd be a civil war. I'm afraid of what would happen.
Yeah, there would have been.
I mean, people
are
are
civil war. The only side that has a chance is the ones that want to use the guns.
The United States is going to implode if they had killed him.
Oh
yeah, we wouldn't be doing the show today, probably.
I doubt it.
This would be a very different show.
Yeah.
Very different show.
You've been in their basement listening to bullets whizzing past your windows. Yeah. That's
it's a scary thought. I mean, how close that was. I mean,
oh yeah,
centimeters.
Yeah.
Do you honestly think it would have started the Civil War if they managed?
It would have caused some serious shit. I don't know.
Serious
what,
shit.
But but it would be.
It'd be civil war.
I mean, look at all
that's the movie that's doing it.
I mean, the audiences that Trump pulls everywhere he goes. I mean, you combine all those audiences into one pissed off group of people
that are mad at the Democrats.
Yeah.
All hell is going to break loose.
It wouldn't be pretty. And these are the ones that carry firearms.
Multiple.
I mean, that what happened to him. There was something suspicious with that. I'm going to say that. I mean, come on, the tell
that
there was something going on there. An inside job. Of course, it was an inside. Yeah, it was. It's. I just hope they don't do it again, and I pray they don't do it again because they'll get desperate. They will get desperate.
Yeah. They'll do anything to stop him. They'll do anything. They've done everything. They've done everything.
Yeah.
Well, they've created
nothing they haven't done to stop him. Nothing.
They've created an actual disease. I mean, the Trump derangement syndrome is an actual disease. It really is.
I know. I've seen that.
It's a pandemic.
There's no talking to anybody that's got that syndrome.
No.
They don't.
I get sent a mega hat. I thought, I wonder what will happen if I wear it one day, and I put it on. And I'm in the UK. See the hatred towards Trump.
Yeah, all over the world.
See the lies.
It's
See the
rampant.
lies that's been told about him. See the
Mhm.
lies that's been
Yeah.
told about him.
There's
It was
and,
horrendous. I walked into a shop and they said, you can't come in here with that one.
and here's something
can't come in here
interesting
with that.
too. So and you notice all the Hollywood elites that come forward, and say if Trump gets elected, I'm leaving the country. I'm out of here. And all
They're
that.
still here.
You never hear that on the opposite side. You don't hear any MAGA people say, well, now Kamala,
If Kamala gets in, I'm moving
we're
to
leaving.
UK.
And that's because we're true patriots. It's because we're here to fight for our country.
Yeah.
We're not leaving something that's like, running away from a loss. We don't run away from a loss. We're
completely different.
Yeah, that's the big difference between the two sides. And
that's why I believe there will be a civil war, because we're that much divided.
I just wished everybody could go on with everybody and stop fighting. That's the only thing I really do is wished everybody could just go on with everybody and stop fighting. It's the same in Europe now with this stupid thing that's going on in Ukraine. The amount of people that have died in that war is horrendous.
Yes. That's crazy.
I mean, it's
that
ridiculous. But
imagine that on a larger scale.
Mm-hmm.
Much larger scale.
Can you imagine the? I mean, Britain, we're gaining Ukraine $3 billion a year, $3 billion a year, and we're giving them more weapons. I don't know. There's too much of this hatred in the world now. That's what annoys me about this world. There's just too much hatred. We all need to try to live together and stop killing each other. And that's why the aliens will lock them down, because we're too violent.
We will intervene because their experiment went completely apeshit crazy.
Yeah.
They're like, you guys fucked everything up. We're done.
I don't know what's going to I just don't know what's going to happen. I just think we need a fresh start. I've heard a lot of folk, the aliens are coming, they'll save us with their medibeds and stuff. They will come eventually, but I think they're waiting for us to sort ourselves out first. We have to sort ourselves out before they'll come. Get what I mean? And there's just people with the generation, the generation the new are just a wee bit odd, would be the word for that.
I think it's within a couple of generations.
Probably in about 30, 40 years from now.
I hope
that's what will happen. Probably.
I hope it is.
But then the young people nowadays only care about social media. They only care about their phones. They only care about themselves, really. I mean, they don't really care about the world. I mean, the world's
social media destroyed. Social media, Facebook, Twitter, it destroyed the world.
Oh yeah,
completely.
Yeah.
Well,
you take a phone away from a kid for an hour. Take a phone away from a kid for an hour, and see what happens.
A zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, no, it's tough even for a grown-up.
It's hard for us. Yeah, I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't drive anywhere. Yeah. They don't make maps anymore. I mean, I couldn't get to the other side of Dallas.
Yeah, it's so true. No, I constantly have to use my phone.
And I'm driving around Dallas here now, and I'm like, when I was 16 years old, I was driving back and forth from Dallas to Fort Worth. How did I do it? How did I get anywhere?
You used a map, like anybody else did. You used to have maps.
Or you just didn't go as many places because you couldn't.
Yeah. But saying that, there's some amount of stupid people out there. I've seen some mad things. I know someone that's a recovery driver and had to recover a lady's car from a harbour the other day.
Oh, yeah?
Because the sat-nav told her to drive down the harbour.
Yeah. And that happens. Wrong turns at night, going into lakes, taking
brand new motor. Brand new electric car. It was worth about
halfway across the bridge and says, "Take a left turn now."
Yeah, those were back in when you had TomTom and Garmin. You had to
Thompson's
update them constantly.
and Maps goes. Remember Maps goes?
And the policeman
The
talking
book
to the guy. The
where it
policeman
says
talking
like
to the
continue.
guy.
If you want to continue west, go to page 172. If you want to continue east, go
It's
to page
easy to drive.
45. If you want to go north, go to page 72. How do we do it? How do we do it?
We stopped a lot.
Maps.
We didn't go out a lot,
We
I guess.
stopped. We
Yeah.
argued. But because we're taking the wrong road, get stuck a one-way road and all that.
God didn't use a
It was
damn-
quite funny
Oh.
because
Contemplating hitting somebody with a crowbar because they read the wrong damn page.
aye. Somebody reading the map upside down, realizing that for the last 120 miles they've been going in the wrong direction. Can't I mean?
I was heading to
Those were the days.
Vancouver. How the hell did we end up in Mexico?
Yeah, and how did we not run out of gas
going to
all the
Canada.
time? Now our cars tell us when we're out of gas. Back then, we didn't do that.
But yeah, we just had to keep an eye on it.
You got 40
That's
miles
what's
empty.
wrong
Oh, I'm good. Back then, you just
Yeah.
didn't know.
I know.
Gotta
But
want-
that's the thing with cars nowadays. It's
Guessing
shit.
game. You
All
always
these
carried a
modern
gallon
cars
of
are
gas
basically shit.
in the trunk. Crazy.
Yeah. Cars nowadays are shit.
I don't know
These
how I
modern
got
cars,
wrong.
they're either nice to drive, but they're shit. Too much. Cars nowadays, you need a laptop to basically fix them. Do you know that I was talking to somebody? There's a guy that I know that's got the new BMW, right? Doesn't come with a dipstick.
Doesn't come with
Doesn't
what?
come with a
The oil?
dipstick to change.
Oh,
know,
because you
yep,
got to
does
take
it.
it in to get the oil change. Yeah,
It
For-
just tells you.
Yeah, it's
for
got sensor.
$350 or whatever to change the oil.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And
Yeah.
it's got
Well,
a
that's
sensor that
even,
tells you when the oil's to be changed.
I have a Ram ProMaster City, and there's no stick for the transmission oil or fluid to check it.
So how do you check it?
You just have to get it changed every 100,000 miles.
What?
Yeah, no one they won't check it. I mean they can't check it. Like I'm taking it in to get my oil changed, go to take 5, and I read the thing and they go, they didn't check the transmission fluid. And I asked him, why didn't you check that? And he goes, we can't.
It's like a differential.
Yeah, it's like, no, you just have to go with the manufacturer's,
Suggestion.
recommended, maintenance on it. And 100,000, you get your transmission fit or serviced and oil changed. So that's going to, and I'm only like a few thousand away from that now. So
And that, how much is that going to cost? They have to take out your transmission?
I don't know what they have to do, but I have to take it to the dealership to get it done.
You have to plug it into a laptop, probably remove lots of plastic, and then remove sensors and reset it, and it's nightmarish. Put it this way, my niece has a Vauxhall Corsa. I don't know if you've got them out there. It's Vauxhall's GM, and a bird flew out in front of her the other day and broke her headlight. Now, it's one of these new cars. It's only like 2 years old, and the headlight's all LEDs.
Yes.
Mhm.
How much do you think it was for one headlight?
$400 or $500?
Yeah, it was about £600 or £700 for a headlight. But if you get Vauxhall, which is GM, to do it, you're talking £1,1700 to replace a headlight. Her dad did it for her for like $300. They go to like a Chinese part and put it in for her. But it's because you can't change the bulbs now in them because they're built in. Throwaway society.
Yeah. It's all going to explode.
It's all crazy. So I also have a Dodge Ram truck, a 1500, and this is the last year we have to do it here in Texas, but we have to get them inspected every year, do a safety inspection. And last year when I took it in, they were going to fell it because I had condensation behind the lens of one of my headlights,
Yep.
And I said, well, I'm going to let it go this time, but you're going to have to get that fixed for next year. So I'm shopping around trying to find a new lens and thinking this is a whole unit. So I found on Amazon and I ordered a pair, and So I get them and I install them and realize they don't come with bulbs. So I'd use the same bulbs from the old one, you know. And so I'm going to have to pull it out again because those bulbs are just as old as dirt.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's crazy. So I paid $200 just to get new lenses, and that's without bulbs.
You know those little the little like dome light, the little light bulbs you just push in, the common ones that run all your interior stuff, the little ones. I bought two of those. I bought two of those the other day for $20. $20 for two little bitty common everyday little bulbs that just $20.
Yep.
I'm like, you're not serious.
I changed my headlight bulbs of mine. I got a set of what they called Phillips Night Stalkers, I think they're called. The kind of blue hinge. My God, what a difference they make at night.
For two.
I was like, wow. And I was like, wow, what a difference these things made. You know? But no, bulbs here are very relatively cheap. I could get those little ones, a pack of 4 of them for maybe $5 or something like that. Here. See?
Amazing.
You've got cheap gas and we've got high taxes. There you go. That's you know.
Something got to give.
So what you doing the rest of the night, guys? What you've got to be doing tomorrow? Anything interesting, both of these?
I got to go watch the granddaughter go play volleyball. That's
cool.
fun.
That'll be fun.
Big plans.
What about you, Tim?
Yeah.
You got to be doing like an exorcism on your rock, your brick.
Nah, it's dormant.
This chair's getting.
It's fine. I don't need to do anything else with it. Just leave it alone.
I'm gonna have mad dreams about that tonight. You know, just to get
let me know.
By a giant brick. Let
me know.
Thank you, Tim. That was great. You gave me terrible nightmares now. If Vlad chasing me about, you know, and Dakota laughing. Come, Chris, I want to show you the cliff. Come to me.
So you will go with us to Romania.
As long as Dakota's far off in the distance.
As long as you take different flights. In different cars.
It's highly unlikely that your plane's going to crash. Yeah. That's highly unlikely. Planes are safe.
I also know a guy who survived like 6 plane crashes. So
yeah, I have.
Wow, that's amazing.
Lightning strikes. Like yeah,
I'm told ever since he put that story online, people recognize him in public, and he's on an airplane. They're all looking at him like they're getting ready to throw him off.
Yeah, I would think.
No, you can't get him. Like,
oh man, you're on this flight? See ya.
You're a nice guy, but have fun.
Is a question that I've always wanted to ask you, Tim. You obviously worked in an aircraft. What would you say was the safest place to be in an aircraft if it was going to crash? I always thought it would be right at the back.
Just past overwing.
Really?
Yeah, just past overwing. Just right behind the wings and the exits, in that area in the middle section of the back, between the overhead, the exit, overwing exits and the back, right there in between, halfway in between. Well, I've watched many, because we used to do this. We watched many crashes. They actually used airplanes and crashed them, and everything. But even the ones that have crashed and they've done multiple investigations on them, that's the safest place to be in the airplane. Now, the least risk bomb location is actually aircraft right by the door in the galley, right? The last door in the back on the right. And you're supposed to
make that done.
You're supposed to pack it in the galley and take every pillow and blanket and baggage and stuff on top of it, because if it blows out that door, the airplane can still fly. If it goes anywhere else, it's going down. That's called the least risk bomb location, if you find one.
You just
Hmm.
get the
Or if
plane
you
low
fly
enough
on a
and then chuck
Boeing,
it
it
out.
loses a door. Right?
I mean,
Or-
Yeah, Boeing getting ready to
Or if
release
you're
their
flying on a
convertible
Boeing
plane.
that loses a door,
Yeah, well, I don't know how that happened.
it was missing some bolts.
That's human error.
Yeah,
That's nothing to do with the airplane. That's
Aye.
human error.
somebody went for their lunch break early that day.
Yeah, the Friday at 5 o'clock. I'm out of here. What about the bolts?
Tell you what,
I'll do them on Monday.
If we go to
Nobody
if we
remembers.
go to Vlad's Castle, you can get the airplane. I'm going to get a train, high-speed train.
There you
safer.
go. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
connected. You're connected, right? Are you in?
Yeah,
He's on the
I'm in
same
the UK.
continent.
Yeah.
They're supposed
you
to
go-
be
I
could get
building one
the Channel
between
Tunnel.
Dallas and Houston, aren't they?
Well, get to the Danube and take a trip down the Danube River.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
That
It's
goes
Dakota.
through
You
Austria,
guys is going to have to get the airplane.
Budapest and Slovakia and Vienna, Austria. Yeah, the Danube. You could take the Danube. That'd be a fun trip.
I
Yeah.
would.
Unless, of course, you get the new Titanic that's getting built. The Titanic too. It could
Oh,
sail
that's
to
right, they're
America.
building
The
a new
three
one.
you could pile onto it with your brick, and sail to Europe. I mean, they say it's unsinkable. Even God himself can't sink it.
Even Noah. Because it's built by the Noah Corporation. Noah.
Dakota, they give me the plank. That's why I'd be getting an airplane. If the ship went down in the Atlantic, he wouldn't give me the plank. Like anybody, he wouldn't give me the plank. He would let me drown. I'd be like the pier boy. Anyway, I think there's enough room for two folk in that plank until Titanic. Anyway.
Well, I think airplanes are getting too big to fly.
Yeah, there's some. I'll tell you something. Are they not working on a new one? They're working on the new. Is it the new Concorde? They're calling it. It's like
Yeah,
supersonic.
yeah. And they show, coast to coast in an hour and 20 minutes.
Hey guys, have you noticed since we changed the topic, the voices have gone away?
Not entirely. I just started streaming
I
them
hear
a few minutes ago.
They have died down. They died down.
Yeah. We haven't fed into
Oh
it
yeah,
as much.
I'm hearing
Now
something.
they're coming back.
That's good.
Now that you talked about it,
Speak to the devil.
they're getting excited.
Coming back. Yep.
Not as bad.
Right, those three. Yeah.
Hmm.
No, they showed an airplane next to a Southwest 737, and it looked like a pea. These new airplanes are so big, it's scary. I would be very, very skeptical about getting on one of those large airplanes now.
So I've got a buddy that actually works for Boeing on the wings. He does the wings for the 737s, the new ones anyway. 757s?
Yeah.
Anyway. And they do a test where they tether them from wing to wing and lift them, and those wings will completely fold up.
Yeah.
They will not snap.
Yeah.
So,
pretty amazing.
From takeoff to on takeoff, they can actually move up to 45 feet.
Wow.
The wings in
If you look straight out the window at the wing when you're taking off, right as you take off, that wing goes probably 12 feet up.
That's nuts.
That's crazy. That is.
And the airplane actually stretches like 3 inches while it's flying in length.
That is mad because it was the same. It was the same with the Blackbird, wasn't it? When the fuel to up in the runway, or the fuel would leak out, but when it got up to high speed, it would all like expand, and all the leaking would stop.
Yeah.
The stealth plane, the super fast Blackbird.
I don't need to worry about it leaking; it'll go away.
And there are times where we have used more fuel on taxiing and takeoff than we did the entire flight to where we were going.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
It's crazy.
I like the old style aircraft. Is it the Piper Cubs? The float plane Piper Cubs. I think they're lovely planes.
Yeah.
The wee yellow cubs. Yeah. You know. So Dakota, what you doing the rest of the night, my friend?
I'm working on some things that I am
Good.
not allowed to disclose at this moment.
Oh. Okay.
We won't pressure.
So guys, it's been really good having you guys, and we'll need to get you back again sometime.
Oh, thanks for
Maybe
having
we'll
us
have
on.
to-
Yeah.
It's always fun.
Blast.
We'll have to
Always
We'll
fun.
have to go to Vlad the Impaler's castle and lower. I was going to say lower myself into the tomb there, but I thought that's a bad idea. That's Dakota will probably shut the blood on me and leave me in there. But return. Oh, I can see it now. Return to Dracula's castle. with
That's
the
what I
bricks of
said.
death.
That's
can
what I
see it
thought.
now.
That's what I thought we were doing for some reason. Return to Dracula's castle. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, that
That's
would
what you
be
need.
really
That's
cool.
what we need to do. So, guys, thank you so much for coming.
Oh yeah, it's been a
you
pleasure.
Everybody,
Thank you.
subscribe.
We miss
When
you
are
guys.
you going live again? When he's going live again?
The 5th of August,
Goatman Bridge.
Few Sunday. That'll be yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully, we'll
Okay.
have a good signal out there so we can go live.
We'll
Yeah,
If not,
I'll
we'll record it. So
we'll put some trailers up for you.
Oh, good. So, everybody in the chat, thank you so much for coming. And thank you for subscribing too. Remember to hit that share button and share this out everywhere. And hit the like for Dakota because he does work hard, especially with everything. Okay, guys. Thank you. And thanks you guys too. See you bye.
yeah, thank you. Live long and prosper.
Well, yeah.